This is another tool I want to show people. This is where I do a lot of research and I gather a lot of data on AI and everything I'm looking at. And I want to keep it at a place for later use. What I'll do is I created a trigger for the Chrome extension of Zapier, and this logs in right here in the top corner. I can click it to the side, and unorganized research is a specific one. I can put in the text or I can put in the page title, but what it's also going to do is it's going to go to the website itself above and it's going to query it and it's going to study that entire page. And then what it's going to do is, based off of my text answers here, it'll interpret it right here. And then based off of the web page itself, it'll ask questions here. It will combine both of these things and send them to a conversation in ChatGPT with a set of premises of what I want it to extract from the data. It'll summarize all of that and put that into a chat, and then it will send that to Notion for me. And it will create the page in Notion under a specific category that I can go back and review it later. The cool part about this is I can also take that same page, turn it into a URL, and then have the GPT system scan that URL. And I can do that with several different URLs simultaneously, creating a database. Another thing you can do is you can take all these URLs from tons of things you've scraped and studied, and you can put them into a chatbot that you want to build out for a specific system. If you have a website with specific projects, for instance, a really good example of this would be, well, let's go and show you what this looks like. And if you're curious about how to build this, you'll need the Chrome extension. You'll need access to the AI, which is a beta thing. You'll need to request early access. You'll need a pro account with them. I think it's $50 a month to do that. They may have a cheaper price now. You'll need a web page access thing. This is all in their own AI. And then you'll need an API for ChatGPT or GPT setup. Ideally, you have access to 4. You should at this point. It's going to be much better to use. It's going to be more expensive to run it, but and much it's going to cost you, honestly, comparatively, it's not even funny. It's not like what AI companies are charging you, and it's because of the knowledge barrier and the knowledge gap to growing in these fields. It's getting very wide very quickly, and it's nothing to be scared of. You just have to take it one piece at a time. And I'm trying to help you see some of this world and how it works. If you want to really dive into this, though, you need to learn how to use ChatGPT, and you need to pay for it. I'm going to keep saying that to people. But this is it. Oh, I got distracted. Let's go to Debtbox. Debtbox is a blockchain company that basically, what do they do? Where crypto meets commodities. So essentially, it's real world projects that donate a portion of their revenues in a form of a royalty into a crypto exchange against the crypto token in question, meaning they'll buy that crypto off the exchange and destroy it. And then that creates value in the market for that given crypto. And they'll do this over time. This allows for a lot of international projects to work without barriers and boundaries, following jurisdictions, of course, within their own regions. But it's an amazing area. So what we'll do is we'll go here and we'll do this and we'll send it. Complete. And then we'll go here. We want to know about the projects. So let's go ahead and do this here. Send it. I didn't put a page title in, so it's going to be unorganized. And as you can see, I have too many pages here. But yeah, that's the basic idea. It sends it there, and then it will create a page review. The reason I'm not showing you the pages is, well, one of the reasons is I don't want you to see everything I have in my Notion, because some of it's proprietary for different groups I work with. And the other part of it is I need to go in and check it. Make sure it loaded correctly. Showing you here, it did have an error in it, and you need to know why. Right here, it hit an error. It did stop at that area because I didn't put any text content in, so it couldn't run that portion of the Zap. Here's the prompt, summary of the text, didn't work there, but this succeeded. The questions for AI, it's asking about the website. What is the name of the website? What are the key points that I should know about this organization, product, or service? Apply the 80-20 rule. What should be remembered about this? And here it skipped it and skipped it because it was dependent upon a previous step. So to do this correctly in these instances, I would have to go back again to the website. So now I've done this, I've corrected for this. I'm going to go in and hit send again. Okay, now what we'll do Pause this. Right here is just some areas where I was testing this. Okay. Here's the det box. Let's see what it created for us. Look at that. No answer found there. But here's some key details it outlined about the website for me and things I could review later. Cool, huh? Here's where it gets really neat. Okay, this is my favorite. I want to share this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this to the World Wide Web. Publish, and you can connect your own website and domain to Notion. So you can have it all set up there. Copy web link. And what's really cool about this is if you want to show people a new AI and you just want to create links and post on the fly, you can go to a website like Eden AI. You could build this out to where it actually is going to push into an auto posting system for you. And then it will just post as you're doing things. So you can be creating your own knowledge database and simultaneously sharing it with the world as you're developing it. Talk about the acceleration of human knowledge and growth, exponential growth in human capabilities. It doesn't get any better than that. And people are like worried about IP, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like, the world's changing. The world's changing in a very violent way, very violently. And that's the best way to put it. But let's have fun with it. Let's do the best we can and just take it a day at a time. So there's that. Copy that. Here you go. Right here. I plugged it into GPT. I enabled the function here, Web Pilot. Awesome, by the way. Web Pilot, awesome. It will go in and it pulled everything and then it started summarizing it for me, what it was able to pull. Why is this useful? You can create a bunch of different legal documents, for instance, like different NDAs with different classes in them. And you can say, I need an NDA that does this, draw from these different files, and it will take very specific boilerplates from different types of NDA classifications or legal documents. You can do the same for generating posts. You can do the same for generating repeatable content. And all of this is the initial automation process, taking back to Elon Musk and what he points out. Question your requirements. And I would say don't automate anything until you're absolutely certain that it's something you're doing on a regular basis. Don't assume that you can automate it unless you find yourself doing it repeatedly. If you find yourself doing it repeatedly on a daily basis, then you start thinking, how can I remove this from what I have to do? Cool, right? Enjoy.